It's been great fun keeping an eye on the SA Hottest 10 list because it really just is a reminder of the greatness that has been produced when it comes to musical acts and bands here in SA. Of course, number 10 was Sounds of Then by Gangajang. Cold Chisel, Kaysan. Number 9, Chandelier by Sia. Number 8, Angels, Am I Ever Going to See Your Face Again? Came in at number 7. Yesterday afternoon on Drive, we brought you number 6, How to Make Gravy. This morning on Brekkie, you heard Because I Love You by the Masters Apprentices. And maybe you heard that and thought, oh, I do love that song, but gee, what about one of their other really big hits? Well, going back to back at number 4, this is the Masters Apprentices with Turn Up Your Radio.
Number 4.
And a worthy winner of number 4 in your SA Hottest 10, all of the votes that you sent in, and there were so many of them. Number 4, Masters Apprentices with Turn Up Your Radio, and of course number 5 as well with Because I Love You. And at 10 minutes to 5, what a treat. We're lucky enough to be joined by Mick Bower, who's a founding member of the Masters Apprentices. Mick, good afternoon to you, and congratulations.
Thanks, Nikolai. Good afternoon to you too, yeah.
It must really show the admiration that South Australians continue to have for the Masters as a band. It's got to be a pretty good feeling.
Well, it is, actually. It is quite a good feeling, you know. That's quite a while ago now.
Yeah.
And that our music has stood the test of time, and people are still enjoying it. Yeah, it is a good feeling, not to be redundant.
Absolutely. That's a good way of putting it, Mick. Good way of putting it. So can you tell us a bit about your time with the band? Because you were there from the very start. In fact, I believe you came up with a name. Is that right? Yeah,
I stole the name. Great rhythm and blues band in Adelaide, the Others. Whenever they would play a song, a Rolling Stones song, Ian and Caro, guitarist, would say would like to do a song by the Masters Apprentices, referring to his little ditty. That's how he called the Rolling Stones. And it was just a little throwaway thing. And I thought, geez, that'd be a great name for a band.
Yeah.
We were the Mustangs at the time. And so Jim joined the group. We changed our repertoire. We changed our dress from Elvis Presley, Cliff Richard style, and the repertoire changed from that style. And we adopted the name the Masters Apprentices. So, yes, I came up with it for the name of our band, but I actually pinched it. I pinched it from Ian, and he's been chasing me legally ever since. No, he hasn't. I'm only joking. No. The Others are terrific South Australian and Australian rhythm and blues band. Yes.
There we go. And so once the name change had come through, what were those days like? They were very busy, I gather.
They were very busy here in Adelaide. There were great bands, the Twilights, Dust and Ashes, 6 Feet of String, the Y4, many fine bands here in South Australia, most of whom had to go to the East Coast. And it's not just music, as you know. Adelaide is a little town. I say that very positively. It's a lovely town. I live here. It's my town. I love it. But things, I guess it still happens that way today. Lots and lots happens on the East Coast. You would know that.
Mm-hmm.
And bands had to go to the East Coast if they wanted to really make it in Australia. And South Australia provided a lot of those bands.
Yeah, and then of course the lure of trying to crack overseas as well, overseas markets.
Oh yes, that was the whole scene was different then. The whole scene was different. I mean, we were approached by a record company with a checkbook who said, "Look, they took bets on bands in those days. So they were contacted by people. We've got to have a look at this band. They're really, really good, you know." And, of course, the record companies, they don't see music, they see money. So they were thinking, gee, you know, well, there might be a quid in this band. So they came to us in those days and said, look, we think you guys are going to make it, because they sent our heads spinning, and we think you're going to make it. Now, look, we're going to, stump up some money for recording sessions. We think you can do it. It was all about us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that's how it happened. So I went to the recording studio, we recorded some songs, and today it's different. Today you go to them, or it just happens on the internet or on various electronic media. They don't stump money up anymore.
No.
They made a hell of a lot of money, but they lost a bit too because that's how it worked.
Yeah, take the gamble. So Mick, you obviously spent a lot of time with Masters for a time, and then weren't part of the band for a while, and now are again. What's it like rejoining the band in that sense, if I can put it that way?
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. We love music. Brian Vorton, myself, Rick Morrison, Gavin Webb. We started the band. Jim Keys. Our band was going for quite a while, at least a year and a half before Jim came along. He advertised. We advertised in the then Twin Street Music Centre. In Twin Street, Little Street in the city, and he was one of 4 people that answered the ad. Right. One of them was a girl, and we interviewed them all. We're only late teenagers ourselves. We interviewed them all, and this girl, boy, she looked good. She looked real good, and she could sing. She had formal training and all that, which was to her detriment. Unfortunately, because her voice was too good. And we needed a dirty voice. You needed a slightly dirty voice for rock and roll or blues. And she unfortunately lost. I've just forget her name altogether now. Lovely girl. Yeah. And but Jim was the one that got up. He gave a good account of himself. And he got up, so we chose him, and so we had a 5-piece band. He could sing. He didn't have the voice that she had.
Yeah.
He didn't have the voice that one of the other male applicants had.
But it was the voice that you needed. Oh, Mick, it's been so interesting speaking to you and hearing some of those stories of how Masters came to be. I'm very grateful to you for speaking with us this afternoon. Thank you so much. Mick Bower, one of the founding members of Masters Apprentices, coming in at number 4 and number 5 in SA's Hottest 10. Tomorrow, Brecky, you'll play number 3. We'll do number 2 in Drive. Friday morning, number 1 will be revealed. 3 to 5 is the time. After the news at 5 o'clock
is the time. I've got to get number 13 in. On our quest to get to number 11. I know it's not quite as exciting as getting to number 1, but number 13 is a song that is, well, I love the song, but I didn't really know much about it until John Keneally, my very good friend, we were in town one day. He says, Spence, come down this lane. It was called Moga Lane, I think it was, something like that, or Munga Lane. Anyway, it's off Perry Street, and it's where the Master Sound studios were that were built by Max Pepper. And it was in this tin shed, which is all it was, that this song was recorded.
Number 13.
You gotta give it a little loving, honey.
Masters Apprentices, I would have put that higher than number 13. Undecided, recorded in what looked like a tin shed. Keneally took me down there. We looked in, he showed me, look through there, and that's where it was. And that was where Max Pepper had set up what was known as Master Sound Studios. And it was in that studio that Undecided was recorded. Boy, oh boy, some fantastic songs.